And it's Ken Kreitzer for Cam Vets Media. We're at Army football practice, the first day of spring practice. Have a chance to talk to the head coach of Army football, and that is Jeff Monken. Coach, what's it like for you to be out here on a crisp March evening finishing up your first practice?
It is awesome. There's no place I'd rather be right now than standing on this field with this team. It's great to be out here and preparing again for a new season. Just the excitement about a new season and a new team, and so it was good. Our players were very enthusiastic. I think they were excited to be out here, and so now we look forward to the next one. Hopefully we'll have the same spirit.
So we talked a little bit yesterday about you got Bryson Daly coming back. You got a starter from day one, and then you got a number of young quarterbacks that you're developing. How is it for you to go into the season spring with an established quarterback, but a number of quarterbacks developing?
I'm glad we've got Bryson coming back. He's such a tough kid and a good runner and a good leader. But I'm really excited about the young guys we got coming up behind him. And there are some young guys, inexperienced guys. Dwayne Coleman and Zach Mundell have been around for a while, but just not a lot of experience. Cale Helms went through our prep program, was a freshman last year, so he's not a lot of experience playing at this level yet. But he's not a rookie, and I think he'll respond and do a good job. I'm anxious to see him. I'm anxious to see all those guys get reps and see how they do when we get into pads and things are going full speed and we're in scrimmage type situations. I think we'll learn a lot about what they're capable of.
And on defense, you've got you lost quite a few starters, defensive backfield, linebackers, Leo Lowen, Jimmy Charlo, and a couple guys up front. How is it having to find and develop quite a number of players like on defense this year?
We're going to miss all those guys. There's a bunch of good players, and Richardson and Frey and Nate Smith up front, and Jabari and Cam Jones on the back end, and Q Hammonds. There's a lot of guys, and so replacing those guys isn't easy, but that's college football. And I think we got a great bunch of guys who are really excited about the opportunity they have in front of them. We've got some guys with some experience, so we're not completely void of experience. Some starters coming back, some guys that have been regulars in the rotation. So again, just having the opportunity to see those guys compete this spring when we get into the scrimmage type situations, we're going to find out really what we got and what our depth looks like.
Well, I thought just you're going into the American Conference this fall, a whole new lineup of teams that you'll be playing, but it still comes down to you're going to play Air Force in November and Navy in December.
We will, and those are two of the biggest games on our schedule. They always are. There's not two games that are more important to us or mean more to the program and the culture of this team than those games and trying to win those games. But I think having rivalries like that really push us and compel us to do our best helps us play well against other teams. And right now we're just trying to improve and get better as a football team. We're not focusing on any one team or the first game or the last game or any of them in between. Right now it's just to focus on us and how we can get better and improve. And hopefully we'll make some strides and make some headway as we go through these 15 practices into the summer and have ourselves positioned for preseason camp to be our very best when we open the season against Lehigh.
Absolutely. Army coach Jeff Monken, great to see you here as you start the 2024 campaign with the first day of spring practice. Great to see you.
Thanks, Ken.
Our pleasure. This is Ken Kreitzer for Cam Vets Media at West Point.